Well, I was going through some things and found some of my old FFA jackets. Pretty damn dusty, been hanging in the closet. But as I say, I come across these and I realized it's been 33 years since I wore these. I wore this one. This is the original one, first one I got when I was a freshman. I can't even fit into that thing now. According to the tag, this is size 36. This one is a size 40. And I can get it on, but there's no way I can zip it. It fits other than I can't zip it. But, and I thought, I'm pretty sure I probably got this one my sophomore year. I thought this one had my office. I held office 3 years when I was in the FFA. You know, freshman year you usually don't have an office. Sophomore year I was the Sentinel. And I remember part of that when we went through the opening ceremonies for the banquets and stuff. And it's you name your office, I'm the Sentinel, and had to go, forget what the president would say, and then you'd say, stationed by the door, through this door past many friends of the FFA. And I think that's how somewhat it went. Basically, I was like the doorman. It was my job, like nowadays, if there was one of these SJW vegans that popped their head in there and tried to protest something, I'd throw their asses out. And then, I know my senior year I was student advisor. And I always thought I had my office on that jacket. Because this one I would have been wearing my junior and senior year anyhow. I'm pretty sure I was student advisor 2 years. That'd be the third highest office. Yeah, these are just some pins I had. I forget what they all mean. What they are all for. This is wrong anyhow. I think you're only supposed to have the top 3 on there. I think. You're not supposed to have all these pins on there. But the last time I remember, I know for sure I wore this, and that's what got me thinking when I saw these. This week is the Pennsylvania Farm Show. So they have the state FFA ceremonies during this week, and I would have wore that because I went down in my senior year and got the State Farmer Award. So that's what I did. So I know I wore it then. You know, I probably wore it off and on through school. I know when I was a freshman, practically wore this jacket every day. You know, we had some pride back then. By the time I got my senior year, we were all but forced out of the school. They were shutting the VOAG down, and so not many people wore their jackets then. But like I said, I know it's been at least 33 years since I wore that jacket. You know, like I say, my freshman year, we had a shop, a classroom, a greenhouse. You know, we sold poinsettias. About the only thing we ever did when we had the greenhouse when I was in there. Tried to grow we did some vegetables in the spring and stuff. Shop, guys were painting tractors and had other projects in there they were working on. And, you know, it was pretty damn busy. We sold oranges, you know, we sold a semi-load of oranges and grapefruits and stuff. Then my sophomore year, there was only one guy doing any work in the shop. He was painting tractors and stuff like that. And my junior year, they had tore down the greenhouse, built another shed for the maintenance guys on that site, cut our shop in half and gave the maintenance guys for the school the back half of that shop, took our classroom, built a box in the corner, and we were Wrigley gated to one little corner of the shop. And that was that way probably for the next 4 or 5 years until they finally eliminated VOAG altogether. But, yeah, I remember the days from the farm show. I went down my last 3 years. I went down my sophomore year because I wanted to go. I wasn't going to go my junior year, but people wanted to go. We needed to fill the van up to help share the cost, so they talked me into it, and I went. That was a fun time because it actually cost me, I think I had to pay another $20 once we got back because we went over the mileage of the van. We went everywhere. I mean, that was great back then. Atlantic Breeders was one of the artificial breeder companies around. They'd send a newsletter. There'd be a coupon in there for a free hat. And that was one of the main stops. Everybody had to go to Atlantic Breeders. You could actually walk the barns and see the bulls and everything. And then you could buy the hats. And people would walk out of there with 10, 15 of these hats. You know, everybody had to have something. Then when you went to the farm show, you were buying hats at all the dealerships. You know, guys were coming home with 25, 30 different caps and stuff for everybody. Oh, excuse me, everybody. And then I remember we toured a bologna factory. We went to a cheese factory. We went to Hershey's. We went to New Holland Equipment and toured the factory there. We went to several museums. We went all over the place that year. And then my senior year, it was me and two other guys from my school. We went down with another school because the three of us were getting the State Farmer Award. And the other school had room in the van, so we went down there. But fun times down there. I think the 3 years that I went down to the farm show, I maybe had a total of 24 hours of sleep. Like I say, you didn't sleep down there. You fall asleep, you were getting pranked. If you went into the bathroom, you took the chair from the desk with you and propped the door shut, because if you were taking a shower, you were getting a bucket of ice dumped over your head. We actually had one kid, his house key would actually work the lock on the bathroom door. So, and then smoking cigars and playing poker. There's something you wouldn't get away with now. I didn't smoke. I never got into tobacco products at all. But yeah, we used to play poker half the night, and some guys were smoking cigars. Now, we're talking this back at 85, 86, and 87. Country boys going into the big city, you know, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Hershey, down that way, and getting exposed to cable TV. So everybody sat up all night watching HBO. Back then, they basically had soft porn on them. You know, so it was some good times. But like I say, I just found these, and yeah. I probably should take them somewhere and get dry cleaned or something. I think these have to be dry cleaned. Should get them cleaned up. Somewhere around here I got one of my dad's jackets. I don't know whatever happened. I thought it was in the closet with mine. My dad was born in 27, 29. So we're talking, mid-40s he would have been in the FFA. Like I say, jackets didn't change much. I mean, I think, if I remember right, the emblems are a little bit different. But, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe I come across this and realized this week's the Pennsylvania Farm Show. Some nice times back then. Yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff you can't do anymore. Like I say, when I remember being in VOAG, you know, everybody had a knife on their side, and nobody in the school said anything as long as the knife was less than the width of your palm. You know. A lot of guys are carrying 5-inch knives. I mean, we're talking 5-inch folding knives. You know, most guys probably 4-inch was all you could carry. But they didn't say nothing. You know, they complained about kids chewing, but we actually had teachers telling kids how to chew or how to use tobacco without getting caught. And you put it on a Band-Aid and tape it to the bottom of your foot, and then you get your nicotine fix. Problem is, instead of rotting your gums, it rots a hole in your foot. But teachers would bum chews off of kids. So, I mean, a lot of stuff back then you can't get away with now. In fact, the one year we used to go to the local fair, all the schools, I mean, there used to be 8 or 9 FFA groups around this area. And we used to have a judging contest, dairy and beef. Beef would be pigs, sheep, and beef breeds, and dairy was the different dairy breeds. And one year, the team I was on, we took second place in the beef category, and we were able to pick our prize from the FFA catalog. And I actually got, it was a small three-bladed pocket knife with the FFA emblem on and stuff. But yeah, back then you could get a knife for a prize for school projects. Can't do none of that stuff now. But yeah, like I said, I just thought I'd share a little bit about years with the FFA. Like the creed, I think, started out, I believe in the future of farming. I wonder how many people in FFA can actually say that nowadays, the way things are going. Should be, I believe in the future of mega farming, I guess, because they don't want the small farmers around, like it seems. But yeah, I don't even know if this is all the medals I won or not. I'm pretty sure one of these has to be probably that gold one. That's probably the State Farmer. Has to be. I don't know if I can't remember. These might be like office pins or something. You really. Like I say, it's been 33 years. Don't remember anymore. I know these are some kind of achievements. But like I said, I think by rights you'd only have the top 3, whatever these all mean. I probably only have these 2 and this one on there if I remember right. But, oh well. I think I better end this. I think my battery's about ready to go dead. So, thanks for watching. Just share a little bit of my former years. And that this week is the Pennsylvania Farm Show, if anybody's around there. And I guess this week's Pennsylvania Farm Show in Harrisburg, and next week is the York Farm Show, Keystone Farm Show in York, or whatever it is. Never been to that one. So, and then another week or so, I think there's New York Farm Shows or something. A couple going beyond up here in New York. So, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.